Okay, guys, we're going to continue working on our science unit. We are learning about force and motion. Force and motion. Here we have an object. Objects are normally still or stopped unless there is some type of force acted on that object. All right, so what is force? All right, we learned that a force is a push or a pull on an object to move it. All right, and motion happens when we have a force. So our standard tells us to obtain, that means gather, evaluate, and communicate information to explain the effect of a force, a push or a pull, in the movement of an object. And when we say movement, we mean the changes in speed and the direction. So this week we're going to plan and carry out an investigation to demonstrate how pushing and pulling on an object affects the motion of the object. And we've learned a little bit already this week from Dr. Jeff with some of his cool experiments. All right, our essential questions. What is a force? And I think almost everyone knows that now. A force is a what? A push or a pull that will cause a change in something. That's right. How does force change the speed and direction of the object? All right, let's look at the pictures. I've chosen these two pictures because they both show what? Yes, they show the children using force. Right? They both have objects that normally would not move if you did not apply force. So the boys have a rope. What are they doing with the rope? They're playing tug of war. All right, what force do you put on a rope to move it? All right, well, you can do a lot of things with a rope, but in this case, they are pulling the rope, pulling it towards them to win the game. So a pull is when you move it towards you. All right, in this game, what is the boy and girl doing? Yes, they're passing the ball to each other. When you pass a ball, you move the ball away from your body. So when you move the ball away from your body, what type of force are you using? You're using a push. That's right, you push the ball to the other person. All right, so let's do a quick little review. What is force? Force can be a push or a pull that causes an object to change its position. All right, what is the boy doing? Yes, he is pulling the sled with children on it. Now, what would happen if he let go of the front and everyone got in the back? They could push it. That's right. Now, how is force being used in these pictures at the playground? Okay, how is this boy using force to climb? You use your hands to pull yourself up. That's right. What about this way? Or you use your hands to push yourself to slide downwards. All right, what about when you seesaw? What do you do with your feet? You use your feet to do what? Push. That's right, to make yourself go up in the air. And when you come back down, what do you do with your feet again? You push your feet again. That's right. So it's a push. I bet you never thought of that. Now, what is motion? Look, there we have final stable syllable T-I-O-N. Motion is a change in an object's position. So motion is when an object moves from where it was originally at. What is motion? Which pictures show motion? All right, guys, who's moving? All right, this superhero boy is in motion. He is driving what? The car. So his motion is going to be moving. He's moving in the car. His position is changing. What about the girl? She's sitting. Is her position going to be changing? No, so she's not in motion. All right, what about this boy? All right, he's on a skateboard. Will you move, have motion when you're on a skateboard? Yes, you will. So he is in motion. What about this girl? She's having her snack. She's sitting crisscross. Is she in motion? Her mouth is in motion, but the rest of her body is sitting still. Okay, so just the boys are in motion in this picture. Ways objects can move. Objects can have motion in so many different ways. Do you think this car's motion is fast or slow? All right, why do you guys think this car is probably fast? Because it looks like what? A race car, that's right. Now, do you think this caterpillar's motion would be fast or slow? All right, compared to the race car, this caterpillar would move slowly. That's right. So it would have a slow motion. Now, ways objects can move. The apple's motion coming off the tree. How do you think they would fall? Do you think they will fall round and round and round off the tree? Do you think they'll fall in a zigzag pattern? Do you think they'll fall straight down? What do you think, guys? All right, they fall straight down. All right. Now, what about this snake? Yes, he slithers as he moves, and he moves almost in a zigzag pattern. So he can move differently. All right, how does the superhero move? She flies. Can we normally fly? No, but we're just using her as an example today. All right, but what can fly? All right, airplanes, birds, insects, right? All right, now, some objects can roll. That's the way they move. All right, I'm going to point to the object. You're going to give me a thumbs up or down. Can these objects roll? All right, a ball, can it roll? Yes, it can. It's round. A bike, can it roll? It has round wheels. Yes, it can. A frog. Can a frog roll? No, that is not the movement of a frog. What about a cap? No. A crayon. A crayon is rounded. It can roll. A book? No. What about a mushroom? No, if you tried to roll a mushroom, it would probably fall apart. What about toilet paper? Yes, it is round and it would roll. Now, there are other things that can move in zigzag patterns. Think about airplanes. They can make patterns in the sky, including zigzags, just like that snake can make a zigzag pattern. All right, now look at his pattern. He made a round and round pattern. All right, push is when you apply force on an object. And when you push, the force is going away from your body. So look at the little boy. He is pushing the wagon of carrots. This wagon, when you push, is going to go away from the little boy. A push makes it go away from your body. A pull is force bringing something closer to you. So see, the push goes away from you. A pull brings it closer to your body. You're bringing it closer to you. Now, let's think about speed. We've talked about motion and direction. Think about your speed, how fast or how slow. All right, if we were driving in a car, which surface would the car roll down faster? Would it be easier for a car to go down something like a slide that's smooth or something rough like a mountain? What do you think? Okay, it's easier for it to go faster down something smooth than something rough and bumpy. And we will talk about that tomorrow. All right, what you're going to look at today, you have a little book that you are going to read. It's called Force and Motion. It's attached to your lesson. You're going to read each page of it. We're going to go over it tomorrow in your lesson, but I want you to go on ahead and read it today. It's going to go over pushes and pulls again. Okay. And I know that the numbers are not right. It's because I skipped pages that are not part of your standard, okay? So I know those numbers are not in the right order. But read your book, and then you have a quick little check your understanding about pushes and pulls. So each question is going to simply ask you, is this a push or a pull? Don't think too hard about this, okay, guys? You're going to look at the picture. In the picture, is it showing a push or a pull? It's not going to be both. Okay, you're going to look. If it's showing arrows, look at that. All right, I know you can push or pull a car, but I want you to look at the picture that it's showing you. And if they're moving it towards their body or away from their body. And you will click either push or pull. Okay? It will give you the correct answer. If you need to go through it again for practice, you may. Okay? Because you're going to have some questions when it's quiz day over that. All right, if you have any questions, let me know. Do your best work today.